Welcome back to a bit gamey and another review of World War II 20mm stuff, 1/72 scale. What I was talking about before, I was saying there was, in terms of the figures, you've got kind of three choices. There's the metals, which vary from okay to good, and they're quite cheap really, because you only need like 40 or 50 of them. But what's the word? The range of early war leaves a few things. There's a few things missing. And then there's the hard plastic, like Zvezda, which are very good, but maybe a little bit more than the metals. And then the third option is what I was calling for cheap plastic, but that's not really a very accurate. I mean, it is, but the key thing about them is they're the kind of soft plastic that kind of like the Airfix figures were. And this is an example of that kind of stuff, the hat industries. But they are cheaper. So, for example, this is the German World War II motorcycles. You get 3 sprues with 2 single motorcycles each. So it's totally six motorbikes in all, which when made up, look, they're not glued together probably yet because I've got to paint them. Roughly look like that. So not bad in terms of how they look, but not fantastic, but not bad. And it also comes. So they come with. There's 2 of these in each sprue, so it's totally 6 bikes in total. Plus each sprue also comes with these 2 figures. See them? Which are more or less useful as well. So that's that. And the motorbike with sidecar also has 3 sprues. It's like that, which has 1 motorbike and sidecar each, and another 2 figures, which were made up. Again, it's not fully glued together yet. Looks like that. So not bad at all. I mean, especially if you're, I'm thinking of transport options, which are kind of, you drive onto the table and load your infantry, and then scoot. So they don't have to be sort of fantastic quality, because they're not intended to be on the thing for too long. So I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, they're like £6, the boxes. So for example, whereas the Zvezda motorbike was like £4 something. So £6 for 3 versus £4 for 1. So roughly half price. But again, in the end, it doesn't matter that much, because you only need a few. So the gap times a few is not actually that much money. But it's take your choice. But anyway, so that's an example of the hat industry stuff. It's not the best, but not that bad, and half the price. So anything else? Oh yeah, the only other thing about this soft plastic stuff is gluing. Well, gluing, priming, painting. There's apparently some glue. Well, there is some glue. Because I just bought some. A special kind of super glue where you have to. There's 2 bits to it. You have to do something called an activator on both halves, and then you put the glue on, and it does seem to work. So I was faffing around with the regular kind of super glue, and it wasn't very. All the kind of plastics meant that it works on the hard plastic. That didn't work, and super glue worked, but not very well. I think they break off quite easily. So There does seem to be some. I mean, not all the figures need it, of course, because some of them come, in one mould, in one figure. But when you do have to glue anything together, you might need some special glue. And also, there's issues when you come to paint them. You've got for a primer. The stuff I've read says you need to, or you should use PVA glue as a primer. But anyway, so that's the thing with that. And I say it depends what you want. There's some of these sets, like the hat sets. If you want people on push bikes or motorbikes or whatever, there's ways of there's gaps generally in the ranges. And so these soft plastic ones are an option. I'll put a little link to a site or a page which explains things about the glues and the priming and that for these soft plastic figures. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, I think, overall. Yeah, I think that's it. Okie doke, to